Pleasure to be here, and I thank you for allowing me to come in and play Scism. And this is my friend Ken Rash. First song is called "The Passing of Two Hearts' Affection." We got a little bit lucky on this song, and I haven't made a dime off of it. But at least it got picked up by BBC Library, and it also got picked up once by NBC. So it's called "Two Hearts' Affection." Waiting on a train in the station, hoping that the train don't run on time, hoping for a few more precious moments, just to pretend that you're still mine. Passing of two hearts' affection brings eulogies for love gone bad. Fading up two hearts' affection, say love wasn't meant to be so sad. Looking for a sign of hesitation, or the glimpse of a tear in your eyes. But the conductor was calling all aboard, and with no kiss, no pause, you waved goodbye. Said a passing of two hearts' affection will bring eulogies for love gone bad. The fading of two hearts' affection, love wasn't meant to be so sad. Yeah. Well, the train is pulling from the station, too numb to think I turned to go inside. But halfway through I stumble and fall, and tripping on your memory I cry. I said a passing of two hearts' affection brings eulogies for love gone bad. Fading up two hearts' affection, say love wasn't meant to be so sad. I say love wasn't meant to be so sad. Yeah, love wasn't meant to be so doggone sad. Hey-o, thank you both. All of you, Freeman. Called "The Speed of Lonely," right about heartbreak. It comes down to this, and you have to decide, and there ain't no going back. So take your time and think it over, think clearly. let some time pass you by, like a train run on rusty tracks of life. I'm resting on the downbeat, leaning on a heartbeat, dancing a step out of time, loving at the speed of lonely. Hoped we'd be wed, but you had other plans. I'm resting on the downbeat, leaning on a heartbeat, but dancing a step out of time, loving at the speed of lonely. Resting on the downbeat, leaning on a heartbeat, dancing a step out of time, loving at the speed of lonely. Resting on the downbeat, leaning on a heartbeat, dancing a step and lonely.
Thank you so very much. It's one that I actually wrote for my wife. It's called Darling I Do. Actually, I wrote it. It was Darling I Don't, Darling I Do, and she said, drop the don't. So like a good husband, I did. Let's see. I'll put this up in D flat. We'll give it a whirl.
With no letters written, no sign of your love. Well, I thought about calling, and I thought about looking you up. But with no ties to bind us, good times behind us, in time we fell out of touch. Darling, I don't what to say now that we're face to face. Do I love you, darling? I do. Well, the doorbell rang as I settled down for the night. Tears with no appear my surprise.
There's a line there somewhere.
I said, come in, sit down, we'll talk for a while. My God, you're a beautiful sight. Darling, I don't know what to say face to face. Darling, do I love you? Well, darling, I do. My sleepy eyes, they do not deceive, will stoke up the coals while the embers still glow. I don't know what to say now that we're face to face. Do I love you, darling? I do. Face to face, darling, do I love you? Well, darling, I do. Darling, I do. Darling, I do.
Thanks so much. One here, got time. Called "Show Me the Way Home." And it's about spending your life chasing maybe a goal, a dream, and you wake up one day and go, where in the world did life go?
Well, he rolled out of bed on the way to his job. He fell to his knees and he prayed to God. He said, Lord, what am I doing here? Lifetime of years, working each day with nothing to show but the money I made. Oh Lord, have I wasted these years? So many roads and so many signs, and it's hard to know which way to go. Making a living ain't making a life. Can't buy back the time gone by. Making a living ain't making a life. Lord, show me the way home. Well, his rush to riches, he chewed through life, playing his part, little wild-eyed, hell-bound for a life of high time. Gray in his beard marked the years on his life. Seems time just up and run on by. Restless time slips by. There's so many signs and so many roads, and it's hard to know which way to go. But making a living ain't making a life. Can't buy back the time gone by. Making a living ain't making a life. Lord, show me the way home. So many signs and so many roads, and it's hard to know which way to go. But making a living ain't making a life. Can't buy back the time gone by. Making a living ain't making a life. Lord, show me the way home. Now time stands still in the morning light. We've gathered around his cold graveside. He's gone. to ask Jesus why. Bow our heads and we say goodbye. His tombstone reads, keep a measure of time. Restless, restless time slips by. There's so many signs and so many roads, and it's hard to know which way to go. But making a living ain't making a life. Can't buy back the time gone by. Making a living ain't making a life. Show me the way to go home. Making a living ain't making a life. Show me the way home. Thank you. Is that it? One more? Pretty close, isn't it? Well, this last song, and I thank you very much for allowing me to play. And again, Ken Rash on guitar, producer here in town, and a tremendous guitarist, multi-instrumentalist, really. And this last song is called Lover's Harmony, and I wrote it about my wife. Well, I dreamed I was trucking through Texas, and the full moon was in my view. And I had my windows down, and the wind, it was blowing through. Well, I stopped for a cold beer near Houston, and the band was playing Zydeco tunes. And the waitress, she had a sweet, pretty smile and eyes of a heavenly blue. I dreamed that I met my true love, and the way she loved me was a beautiful thing. She'd wrap her loving arms around me, and I'd sing in lover's harmony. Let's see, what's the first line? Oh, that's embarrassing. I apologize. Oh, waitress, she sang sweet, and I could not resist, and I did not try. She sang and we danced and paid no mind to the passing of time. But the moonlight did fade, and the song ended, and I bent down to kiss her adieu. And if you like, she said, we could sing once more. From the first note we started anew. I dreamed that I met my true love, and the way she loved me was a beautiful thing. She'd wrap her loving arms around me, and I'd sing in lover's harmony. There's mornings I wake up early, catch the full moon still in my view, and I whisper the song that she sang that night, a song about dreams coming true. I dreamed that I met my true love, and the way she loved me was a beautiful thing. She wrapped her loving arms around me, and I'd sing in lover's harmony. Yeah, we'd sing in lover's harmony.
Thank you. You'll burn that tape there, though, won't you?